so the first one is something you may know already. Trip, full step, trip, full step, then wrong. Step, trip, full step, trip, full step, then wrong. Step.
Not everybody, but most.
Not everybody, but yeah.
It's an easy one.
Leaders, we're starting in the two-hand hold. It is an underarm turn. I'm lifting my left hand up, and my follow is going to go under the arm. Follow is going to go under the arm. Basic underarm turn. Only difference is now I'm going to keep this hand. Lift this hand up. This hand is going to drop down. Follow is going to do an underarm turn until we are facing the opposite direction.
Now we still have the hand across the follow's back.
And my right heel of my right hand is on her right hip.
That's kind of important for a lead.
I am also going to, as my follow finishes their turn, I'm going to angle myself just a bit to my left.
I angle a little bit to my right because I want to keep my frame. If I'm over here like this, I have broken frame. Oh no! So I'm angled in.
So we are not side by side.
We are forward.
We are a bit off from each other.
A bit off.
And the footwork is just basic 6-count footwork.
My grandmother used to say that everybody was a bit odd except for thee and me, and even thee was a bit odd.
Anyway, trip, full step, then rock, step, then trip, full step, then trip, full step, then rock, step. Rotating rock step, so our follows notes are rotation, rock step, high balance tuck turn, pushing off and spinning, and down we go. Again, not cranking with the left arm. Let's just do that much easy. That is not comfortable. Instead, I'm going to rest my hand on the hip, and my fingers, they just have to touch fingertips. I am not holding on here.
At any point, I could release.
All right, it is just a fingertip connection, just resting here.
The main connection is the heel of the hand on my hip, which is going to lead a rock step.
All right? So once we get here, we get a rock step, a kick step, a kick step, a rock step.
So see, each rock step, he is leading by pushing my hip, which is important because this move actually you can keep it going without doing rock steps too by not leading them.
All right? Well, we're just going to go to Jig Walks a little bit here. And for those of you who don't know, Jig Walks is just like walking fancy.
1.21 Jig Walks?
1.21 Jig Walks.
Okay.
Again, same setup. A triple step, a triple step, a rock step, a triple step, a triple step, a rock step, a kick step, rock step, kick step, a rock step, a kick step, a rock step. Alright, basic footwork. Jig Walks are nothing more than 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay.
Let's do it for them.
Sorry.
Rock step, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum,
That is
yeah,
it is a visual lead at that point, whether they're going to kick or triple or something. Basically, if you happen to kick and they're tripling, you can notice they're tripling, you can match it, but it won't matter.
Yeah, same amount of timing.
Yeah, there are different things they can do on that.
Alright, so anyways, moving on. Yes,
Sometimes when people do that, they don't do the
You can
right.
rock
yes,
that.
yes, there is a difference.
Or not lead it. That's why it's important. A lot of guys, when they do that, don't lead the rock step. Then it's really hard.
They don't lead a rock step, but they do a rock step.
When they do a rock step, that's really confusing. So the better leads, like the ones in here, are going to lead the rock step every single time, so that when they suddenly tighten up and don't lead it, like the music's, kind of
For those of you who may have forgotten how that's done.
Yes, it's rather nice when it's properly led.
Yes, if I want a rock step, I move my hand to the heel of the hand to the hip bone.
Push it.
Bone connects to the thigh bone. Thigh bone connects to the knee bone.
Femur.
It's very smooth.
Anyways, yes.
TMI.
All right, so anyways, yes. The heel and hand leads the rock step. So if I'm not going to lead a rock step between each one, I don't get lazy and stop doing it. I make sure I do a nice little pushback. When I don't want to lead a rock step, I switch my hand and just put my fingers on my partner's hand
It
and
pushes me around a little bit. That's a really clear lead.
and then drop my hand back to the hip when I want to do the rock step.
That's nice, and that doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I've done it too, where I'm like, oh, they're not rock stepping, they are rock stepping, I don't know, are they rock stepping?
It's not something you can control there with that, the heel of the hand on the hip, or the fingers on their hand. And if they happen to pull their hand away because the hand behind the back here maybe is hurting, your shoulder, I can still just kind of push on the back here to keep the kick going, and then drop my hand back and push into the rock step. Great. Let's try that. It's going to help our transition. Our rock step is going to help our transition. Rock step, rock step, hooks the arms. All right? For leaders, I am going from here to here.
It's a nice little transition, whether the follow knows it or not. It's like, oh, all right.
Swing your partner side of the neck, swing your fingers, dead leg. Chop, chop, crinkle, chop, chop right in and flash them out.
You are just really singing tonight with all these things.
And they're both
in the mud and slap them around.
roll in the mud and slap them down. Pull their beard and got their eyes. It was wonderful. All right, anyways, leaders, we are in this position here. We are going to go rock, step, triple step. All right?
Or kick step to start with. If you kick to start with, it's okay, but you do kind of want to keep, without staring at the footwork, I do kind of try and glance down to see what's going to be up.
So let's all get into this position right here, leaders, please.